Hey up guys, yeah, so I've just got a new shifter. So I've currently got a TH8A Thrustmasters one, but I wanted a sequential, and positioning wise it wasn't ideal. I wanted something that was in the same position, and obviously switching that to be sequential mode means a lot of faffing about, and it's a mod, whereas this I got sent on AliExpress of all places. It's the GX100. It looks fairly decent. You can using this here. You can switch between sequential and H pattern. So yeah, I'll get it out and see what there is. Here we've got it all unboxed. It comes with your USB, with your software on it, your USB to USB-C connector. So if you've got an aluminium rig as well, it does come with these T-nuts, which are designed for the smaller bolts, because this is a normal size bolt that you use for the ones that came with the rig, which is obviously way too big. But it comes with its own bolts, washers, T-nuts. It comes with some smaller ones as well. I'm not sure what they are for. Maybe the ones I'll need. Who knows? But yeah, so it seems pretty decent. Feels pretty sturdy, pretty solid. So I'm gonna get the TH8A one unmounted and get this all mounted up, and then we'll go from there, I guess. So just whilst I'm building this, I'm mounting this so it's that way on a double piece. I don't know what they're called. 2x4, maybe, if you're going off wood terms. But these little nuts, T-nuts, what they're called, they don't have. So the original ones that I'm using are like this style, and they have a little ball bearing that pushes them up and keeps them flush against like here, so as high as they can go. But these don't. So when you put them in, the bolt doesn't reach. So I'm now trying to screw them all on like one turn per bolt, and then seeing if I can just slide them in. Fingers crossed that'll work. So that did work. It's now solid mounted, so I just need to mount it on here now. So I've got it installed now. First impressions, it feels quite good, to be honest. Yeah, it's nice. You can adjust how stiff you want this movement. There's a little like twisting knob here, so the more you twist it, you can make it so it's like really stiff, and that's part of the sequential mode as well. So I find that I quite like it, so it's not a bit more stiff than that, like that. It does stick over a bit, but not bad. But that feels quite nice. It probably would be. It says it's adjustable strength, so I think somehow in here maybe you can adjust the tightness. I've tried twisting that, and it's pretty solid, but I haven't looked at the front. Obviously, there's this to play with, which I might look at some point. But yeah, to switch it from H pattern to sequential mode is pretty simple. So you just twist this back round until it stops, like that's as far as it'll go, and then you twist this front knob all the way in, and then it's pretty solid. Like if you put a lot of force, you can still go to side, but you don't need to. But it's solid, and then it's just like, yeah, decent amount of strength. But again, it'd probably be nice to have a bit more strength on it. Yeah, it's standard M8 thread under this, so you can fit most shifters, or they will come with an adapter. I'm guessing this here, that's what controls your 6. So you've got 6th gear and 8th gear, and there's 7th or 5th and 7th, sorry. So I'm guessing that will control them. But yeah, so I'm just going to plug this in now, and we'll see how we go on. So shifter's installed. It's all plugged in. When you plug it in, you get a USB drive that has these two files on it. So this one is a PDF. It tells you all about calibrating it and how you can adjust everything to adjust the strength on it. The way I did it was open a PDF in Chrome on an Edge, and then click the translate button, and then if you can just highlight, like if you want a line, just highlight the line and it tells you what you're supposed to do. Fairly straightforward. So you open up the software like that, you then open up the zip file and you extract this folder, which then gives you this folder. Just put it in your desktop, that's fine. The internal folder has loads of stuff in it, never used it, and then you just open the GX100 software and you get this. Everything works straight from the go. If it doesn't, the doc tells you how to calibrate it, but it's fairly straightforward. The green button is calibrate on both, that button is apply. Click the green button, go through gears 1 to 6, then click apply in the bottom right hand corner. This green button here, this is apply, and then this should all work, as you can see there. And then if you pull up this ring like that, this 4 lights up here, and then you've got reverse, 7th gear and 8th gear. And then if you switch that round there, tighten your knob up, I guess, and then just back and forth, and then this should up, down, down. Yeah, so it's all mapped in Content Manager. So you can see there that button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. So 11 is this pulled up, and then you got across and forward, which is why that's now selected. Yeah, just because if you look there, you've got your reverse and 1. Obviously you've got 7, 5 and 7, and 6 and 8 there, so you can't. I mean, you could use that if you wanted, I guess. I've set that, so I have to pull that up and go back there. That's my quick back to pits button. So yeah, and then obviously you've got buttons 9 and 10, which are your sequential shifter buttons for up and down. But yeah, I'll throw some in-game footage in now and show you how quick it is to switch between them. So you've just seen a bit of footage driving there. The last clip in the Swarm Pro car. The second lap I did it changing gear with the sequential without using the clutch, just because I know some people drive like that. So I was just showing how reactive it is. It's pretty instant, like there's no delay. You can do it without the clutch if you so wish, although I wouldn't recommend it because that's not how you drive a real car. Anyway, so my overall views on it, good shifter, really good shifter to be honest. A few gripes with it. The good things is the sequential part is brilliant. It feels great. It's solid. Don't wobble. Like there's not really much play. You got to put a lot of force on it to like get it to move, which is fine. It's fine where it is there. The H pattern side of it though could do with a bit of work, and you can adjust so that you can see these. So you can adjust that. And this grub screw, and there's one this side. And it says you can tighten them, but I've found that when you tighten them too much, you get an effect where with the H pattern, if you look in there, I'll flip it around in a sec. So in here, you see these springs? These are only used for the sequential part, right? So the H pattern side, if you look, they don't get, there's no force on them. They're only used for when you put it in sequential mode. Like sequential mode locks this bar, and then it just uses these to push back and forth. But if you put too much pressure, if you tighten these grub screws too much, then what you get is you can mimic it with this actually, because this is the same thing from the other end. So if you tighten this too much, then what you get is when you push it into gear, like it can, you see it there, like it squashes that first, but then sometimes it can pop out of gear if you do it too much, which isn't like there, see, it's not going into gear properly, which you don't want. So I might contact the manufacturer about that and see what they can suggest. But the overall feel of it in H pattern is good. I would like to put my longer shift knob on it, but when I've fitted it, it's just like you can do it with your little finger everywhere. So it's good with a short shifter on it like this. But it'd be nicer if I could just put a bit of a longer throw on it and still have the same force requirements. But yeah, overall, for a budget dual mode shifter, like under £100, that's really good, really good. It's a bit on the noisy side, but I can live with a bit of noise for the benefits you get from it having the shifter in the same position. Yeah, so probably gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Software is really good. Any issues, pop a comment in the video, and I'm happy to try and answer what I can. So yeah, cool. Let me know what you think.